Hi, my name is Ren. This is CIE 152 Future Vision video presentation. My chosen entrepreneurial example is Donald Glover. Donald Glover is an industry generalist from his start as a comedy TV writer at 30 Rock in 2006, while also beginning his singing career with the stage name Childish Gambino. His debut mixtape of Sick Boy in 2008 offered his own off-kilter brand of hip-hop, R&B inspired funk singer. He then jumped to his entrance in the acting and TV sitcom Community in 2009, which led him to his next profession as a comedian, first starring in a stand-up special, Comedy Central Presents Donald Glover, in 2010. His success inspires him to move in a new direction as a director and producer, first producing the TV drama Atlanta in 2016. Donald Glover all the while jumping back and forth throughout the years between his writing, singing, acting, comedian, directing, and producing careers. A true entrepreneur icon in the creative industries. Donald Glover has many skills that contribute to his success in film industry. His hard-set skills like writing came from his time at university in New York's University Tisch School of the Arts, where he studied dramatic writing and psychology. Not only does he have impeccable writing skills as a comic and show writer, his skills as an artist in the music scene has won him a ton of awards. Donald Glover received 12 Grammy nominations and 5 wins, as well as appearing in the Grammy Museum's Spotlight series in 2014, performing the Grammy-nominated 3005. But as of late, his other hard skills like acting, directing, and producing have also come into play with his own creation of Atlanta. With such a wide range of skills and immense talent and charm, no wonder he's one of the very best artists out there today. When we make something different. Words I think Donald Glover embodies and what makes his appeal. However successful Glover has been, that's not to say it's been a smooth and easy ride to fame. Donald Glover in his early years grew up in poverty as he had to face unbridled hate and racism because of his skin color. In his songs and comedy stand-ups, he talks about his experience with riots, oppression, shootings, police violence, and Black Lives Matter. In his song Backpackers, one line he wrote clearly state what he thinks others perceive him to be, pulling from his own encounters. Black male in short shorts, I'm a double suspect. Rather than succumb to this toxic pressure that surrounded him in his early life, he used and combined the hate and pressure to propel him into new heights. Glover incorporates these challenges into everything he writes to give a real and interesting perspective to outside viewers. This makes him appealing because it adds to his own down-to-earth image and gives a freshness to the industry. Glover mostly engages with two of the discovery skills, observing and experimenting. Innovators are also intense observers. They carefully watch the world around them. This is definitely true when it comes to Glover's work with his stand-up, show writing, and music. His song, This Is America, closely relates to the core of the Black Lives Matter movement, which highlights serious systemic racism in the US like prejudice, racial violence, the ghetto, and racial profiling from police. Glover observed the unrest and made an impactful statement with his release of his song and the graphic music video that accompanied it. His innovation won Song of the Year and Record of the Year as well as becoming the US Billboard Hot 100. 78,000 downloads sold and 65.3 million US streams in the first week. Innovators are constantly trying out new experience and plotting new ideas. Not only does Glover observe those around him, he experiments with his creative freedom when he created Atlanta 2016. It won many awards and was said to be looked like nothing else on television. Most recently, Glover has been experimenting with his new creative studio, Giggler. His new project is all about building a community for creators to create high-quality works and thrive without limits. I feel that this new step is one in the right direction. Take smart risks to make that change happen. For my own vision of the future, the end goal is to become a world-class cinematographer. I would also like to dabble in other industries in film like studio mixer, music producer, camera operator, and maybe some directing. First job usually is to figure out what makes for a creative person. I think this is true when it comes to entering the industry and how well I will perform because it's such a creative career. While I have just started to gain important hard and soft skills that will help me propel into the film industry. I know there is much to learn and experience if I want to excel. But I do have a spark for film. What is the spark? It's the beginning of any creative act. You can't start a fire without it. And because of this, I know I will try my best, even with my limited skill sets. My hard skills include some filming experience, writing experience, and producing experience. And my soft skills are the spark for film that come with a good spirit, hard work ethic, and well-developed communication skills. I think to achieve my envisioned future career, I will need a certified film qualifications like diploma and bachelor's degree for background knowledge, on ground experience working on sets and producing some of my own short films. I think an internship to someone whose experience as a cinematographer would also be beneficial. And lastly, I would love to build network connections from different parts of the industry, as I want to bounce from career to career. I feel like I have a strong commitment on developing these skills and will commit wholeheartedly towards my future. When it concerns time, it's paramount because that's how you develop your skills. You work on them. Realistically, I think I would like to devote 1 or 2 days a week to expand on my experience with films and short films. The resources are things like money to fund different projects and people to work with and collaborate in a collaborative manner. Explain your future vision, providing clear information about the work location, who you will work with, the key tasks involved, and other relevant information. For this slide, I would like to show my brainstorming vision board because it explains pretty well what my future vision looks like. After completing my education, I plan to do some independent work first to broaden my horizons. This will also be the start of my networking base. Then I would like to work for a big studio like Warner Brothers or Columbia Studios, both in the US and California, which I want as my main base. My main choice would be Warner Brothers, as I like how they do a lot of the DC movies and would want to work on one someday. I know it will take time and I'll probably start off doing grunt chores, but I plan to work up the chain while dabbling in other areas along the way, eventually making my own thing. As the text Creative Quest says, when it comes to creating, it's an authentic human energy. Thank you for listening. Here are my references.